Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot. I am here to do the Gemini reading for this new moon solar eclipse in Taurus on the Scorpio axis. And this is exciting because this is a really powerful eclipse new moon. It's incredible. So I'm just going to do a little bit of pre-shuffling while I kind of share some of the downloaded messages I've received regarding this eclipse. The first thing is that we are going to be clarifying the way we value money and our material possessions. And this is your state of your finances, the kind of a maybe fixation you may have on money. It could be your personal belongings, your vehicles, boats, cars, whatever. We're going to start to clarify how we value that, as well as clarifying all of the energies that we contribute to manifesting joy in our life. How do we experience joy? And we'll be clarifying that. And what I feel is going to be that those two clarifications are going to bring into balance the way we value money, our perception of how we value money or our material belongings, and the way we internalize joy or what brings us joy. And it feels like that's coming into balance, and that is such a really good feeling. Now, I will say that these energies are going to be very intense. You're going to feel very tired. It's going to be exhausting to integrate this kind of intensity. So I am suggesting that you take a few prep steps to kind of help ease the integration. The first thing would be to take care of your physical vessel, and that means clear out any toxins, maybe do a water fast, some Himalayan salt baths, going outside and getting some fresh air, some sunshine. Don't overdo. And also, grounding in nature, but just be really diligent about taking care of your physical vessel and the energy in your physical vessel. So this is a great time if you have kind of a habit or a vice that you kind of want to minimize. This would be a great time to focus on enhancing your health and well-being. The other thing that I suggest is getting your physical environment in order so that you can kind of lean into the exhaustion and the tiredness that you're going to feel. You're going to feel very energized emotionally, but physically it's going to be a lot of energy to integrate, and that does take a toll on our physical body. So what I suggest is that you kind of do as much in advance before this new moon, April 30th, 2022, so that you can just take the opportunity to allow the energies to integrate. So maybe make a few prep meals so that you can put them in the freezer as heat and eat meals when you're too tired to cook. Get your house in order, get your wardrobe in order, do as much planning as possible to have everything aligned so that you can really effectively function in the exhaustion. Okay, so this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers for April 30th, 2022 with the new moon solar eclipse in Taurus, and I'm pulling from the Rumi Oracle. What do my viewers need to know for their highest and greatest good during this new moon solar eclipse energies? And I'm posting these videos well in advance so you can take those prep steps necessary to be prepared for the integration. Okay, a new gown. This came up in the Cancer reading, I believe. Cancer or Capricorn, but a new gown. This is the new energies. You are adorning a new vitality, a new, kind of what my mother used to call a new lease on life. But I will read just briefly out of the Rumi Oracle. It's a number 18 card. It's amazing how they all, the messages are very consistent in this energy. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Do not feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness." Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honor was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. If you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could imagine. Your heart would take wing and become so light your entire being would lift clean off the ground and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the divine mother skies. And we've been talking about this shift, and this is the shift with this eclipse energy. But how we were talking about this is a lighter, more buoyant energy. If you've listened to some of my readings recently, that is definitely the energy that is coming in with this shift, and it is a very big shift. So I encourage you to take a few of those prep steps. Okay, so let's find out what specific messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. Oh, this card came out too. This is almost the exact same reading. You may want to check that out. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And in the Rumi Oracle, it was talking about just being in that vibration of love, feeling loved, being loved, and how that changes your perception. So that is one of the messages. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. We've been talking about a lot about this in the readings in the last couple weeks, is just allowing, trusting and allowing the divine to do its work and release any old toxic energies, situations, relationships, tasks, projects, anything that's not bringing you joy. If we can release, then if it's creating a toxic energy in your life, kind of that devil energy, this is the time to release it so new energies can come in. That's been consistent in the readings as well. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards. That was the Lover's Oracle. We're going to pull some cards on both of those. Letting go and surrendering. Letting go of resentment. No longer lingering in emotional dissatisfaction. Lower vibration energies. It's time to release and surrender so that this new gown can come in. Oh, this one stayed on the table. Knight of Inspiration, Knight of Wands. This is kind of some, this is like charging ahead courageously, taking that action. The Tower and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this feels like you're not really quite sure how to let go. That's why you're struggling and juggling. Instead of releasing, you're struggling and juggling. I just wanted to call attention to this, is the fireworks overhead. This is like a celebration. This is moving toward This is like a movement card, moving toward this lighter energy. And this is almost like just being showered in the light, like the Rumi card was saying. So you're really kind of struggling to let go, to allow this to leave your life. You're really kind of unsure how to let it go. Well, you're going to have to face your fear of not letting it go. Yeah, Four of Cups, Four of Emotions. And if you can see in this image, you have two people here, almost like the Two of Cups energy. But there is, and this is the Ace of Cups, but here somebody's focused on Three Cups. So this could be something that might be dealing with a third party. And that's what's blocking you from this Ace of Cups. And you can see the silhouette there, kind of. And these two people, like the Lover's card or the Two of Cups card, with this Ace of Cups in between. But here you have this person focused on these Three of Cups. And they're just, you can tell they're frustrated. They're frustrated because it's not working out the way they expect it to. Let's take a couple more cards on this. There's where the resentment comes in. You've got the Tower, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Emotions. It's time to kind of face your fears of letting this go. Have a little courage. Knight of Emotions. Here we go. We have two knights here. This is definitely something that you need to do in order to move forward. And this is one of the Chariot horses who is broken free. So that's something that you may need to consider. We have the Knight of Emotions clarifying the Knight of Inspiration. So, you know, don't get caught up in the emotional longing or the emotional impact of this. It's time to break free. You need to allow your emotions to break free. And here we have the Six of Materials. Yeah, this is that kind of equilibrium in energy. Creating that equal give and take, that equal flow, the equitable flow of energy. Allowing things to come and go out of your life. That's non-attachment. Page of Voices, Page of Swords. This could be, you know, fixated on, you know, kind of stalking somebody on social media. Setting yourself up for keeping yourself in this energy by fixating on it. You're watching it. You're just, oh goodness, and there's the Sun. So here she is meditating, and this is what's going to help you kind of get centered around your heart chakra, and not, this is like, part of this is ego and fear-based. Nine of Emotions, right? There's a way to overcome this and get into a very emotionally stable state. You have to be in the Nine Emotions. You have to love yourself, or the Nine of Cups. You have to love yourself before you can move forward into the Ten of Cups. And that's the outcome here. That's the choice that you need to allow this Tower to dismantle this and then reconstruct it based upon what your soul guides you to do. Bottom of the deck, they said. Ace of Voices. Yeah, that's the Ace of Swords. That means it's truth. All right, I'm going to pull... Let's remind you what this card is, the Surrender. And I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. That was the Muse Tarot, by the way. This is the Light Seers Tarot, and this is masculine energy. So it can be, you can interpret this as energy that is within you, the duality within you, masculine and feminine, or you can look at this from a relationship perspective. It is totally up to you. They said bottom of the card, bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. This is success. This is such an interesting reading because it's either Capricorn or Cancer was almost the very same reading. With a very similar message. This is something that you can overcome. When you surrender is when you succeed. When you surrender, you cannot control the energy. And it feels like that's kind of, in order to create this flow, a Six of Pentacles flow of energy in your life, in the equilibrium of flow, you have to let go of something. There we go. That's the Page of Wands. She definitely let go. She's like exuberant. This is almost like Sun card energy. And she's looking at it, but there's no way she can reach that, and she's just happy. This is very happy energy here. We have 2 cards of being in bliss. This is that joy we were talking about, how we're recalibrating. Once we learn to surrender and allow the equilibrium of flow of energies through us, and our emotions through us, we get into this very blissful, joyful, jumping for joy, literally, energy. We feel successful. We feel valued. We have self-love and self-worth. And then all of a sudden, it's just, everything transforms. The sun. Yeah. Did I not say it's almost sun energy? It's the same thing. Look at how happy these folks, these feminines are. Look at how happy. And this is usually my Divine Masculine deck. But this feels like the Divine Masculine with the Sun energy, but it just feels like the Divine Feminine is in such a high vibration that may draw the Divine Masculine in. There we go, the Six of Pentacles energy again. That equilibrium, that equal give and take. And then it could be that the Divine Masculine brings in the energy. We'll try another deck. This is such a beautiful reading. There he is, the Empress and the Emperor. Hello. Just saying, this energy brings this into union, at least into a partnership or a collaboration. It feels this is what this feels like. They're each giving in order to support each other. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, no shit. Okay, well, that was that. Now, let's take a few more. Let's see, what do I want to do? Let's take the Sacred Traveler. Now this may be a message that's layered on top, or it may be a different message, so let's just see how it goes. Because this is pretty clear here. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Remember this card when I said this was just going to shower down on you, all this light energy? This is what this represents. The shift. You see the shift? Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. That's very Midsummer Night's Dream card. Haven't seen this card for a while. Very magical. Rainbow blessings. Got rainbows and moonlight and magical blessings raining down on you. That is the shift. But remember, this is a choice. You have to choose this shift. It is not just going to be done to you. You have to focus and do the work to make it happen. Ooh, Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. You may, after this shift, you may realize that now you have some kind of magical powers as a healer, which is interesting. Because we have been seeing in the readings about how the Divine Feminine is starting to wake up to some spiritual gifts, and then using those spiritual gifts to provide a source of income. And that might be what this shift is about in this Taurus solar eclipse new moon. Okay, let's shuffle one more time. This is the Illuminated Tarot. It's an interesting deck. Yep, Six of Pentacles again. Six of Pentacles 3 times. Definitely a consistent message. Ooh, that looks like the Fool card. All right. Okay, so we have the Ace of Diamonds in the challenge position, and then we have the Eight of Hearts. This is an interesting deck because of the way it is designed. So let's take the Six of Pentacles, or Six of Diamonds first. That is charity, harmony, and cooperation. That's that Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Zero card, which is the Fool card. Freedom and fearless. So here we have that harmony. You've created that harmony in the Six of Pentacles, and then you have this fearless freedom. You are just liberated. You're liberated from this. You have chosen to be. Okay, let's go Ace of Diamonds. The World. Peace. Travel. Open-mindedness. Now that's in the challenged position. So the Eight of Hearts, let's find out why. The Moon, yeah, there's mystery. There is something yet that may be kind of keeping you from completely ending this. There might be something that's going to try and draw you back. So just be aware of that. You know, sometimes it can try to pull you back in. All right, let's take a couple of oracle from messages from your guides. This is a beautiful energy coming in, but remember, let go of those lower vibration emotions and the frustration and the resentment, and surrender to, you know, this shift that is going to bestow upon you this new gown. And it's a glorious gown, and it is a beautiful way of feeling about yourself. It's very blissful. Here we go. Inspire others. You may be using your spiritual gift to inspire others. Love is your energy, and abundance is your right. That is exactly what I was talking about. So for Gemini, this has such a wonderful energy for you as being able to use your gifts to move into this higher vibration energetic shift. That's just so powerful and profound. Okay, I'm going to pull one more of these Lovers Oracle cards. Let's see what it says. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay, so that could relate to this, but it could also relate to this. But let's clarify. I'm going to use my clarification deck, the Crystal Visions. Look inside yourself and examine what is causing you to feel this way. If you're still having trouble with this Two of Pentacles Tower, deciding to let this go, why? Look inside yourself and decide why. Five of Swords is a form of self-sabotage. Why are you sabotaging? Why would you consider sabotaging yourself? Not only has other people sabotaged you, but you might be sabotaging yourself. That's something that you're being encouraged to look at. Here's the Page of Pentacles. Might be learning, using the spiritual gift to create some abundance for yourself. And there is the King of Wands and the World card in the upright. So you may have to kind of deal with a King of Wands. Could be a fire sign. It could just be somebody who's very creative and I want to say elemental. I heard elemental. And somebody who's pretty courageous, or this may be you, where you're just going to have to take the action. Where you basically have to, find your inner strength and do what is right for you. Bottom of the deck, the moon again. Don't follow your intuition. Be guided by your intuition, but don't deceive yourself, because that's what's sabotaging you. Now, I'm going to take a few self-care cards to help maybe suggest some prep steps to help you prepare to integrate this energy coming in. I'm posting these videos well in advance, so you have time to get some of these prep steps done, so that you can really focus on integration and taking these steps to help clear your energetic field, or to move forward and set your intentions so that none of this energy follows you into the new elevated shift. Okay, there we go. Plan a vacation, burning bowl ritual. So if you have some things you need to leave behind, you can set the intention, or you can set the intention for what you want to bring in. So whatever this energy is, you can do a burning bowl ceremony, or you can set your intentions on the new moon for what you want to bring in, which is this energy in the burning bowl ceremony. Plan a vacation. If you haven't had one for a while, take good care. If you need some time to maybe just go for a weekend away. Read. Take some time to read. You may need to read up on how to use your spiritual gifts. Now that you've discovered them, maybe you're a healer, maybe you need to do a little bit of learning in order to implement that as a practice. Build some strength, definitely, because you're going to need it here. Connect with your womb and clear your energetic field. Absolutely. Okay, when I connect with your womb, I always just put a little caveat on there. You may want to make an appointment with your doctor if you haven't for a while. And I know there's a bit of a glare. I'm sorry. But you need to do some clearing. Maybe some saltwater baths, some meditation for sure, some saging of your home, of your environment and your car, burning some candles. Just be careful, make sure that you remember to blow them out, use them safely. But these are some suggestions specifically for you, Gemini, in order to move forward in this shift and take some prep steps to be ready to integrate these energies. Okay, I'll leave it there. Namaste.